Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at Taboo Tattoo episode 5. Now, I'll be honest with you folks, this episode's ridiculous. I didn't dislike it, don't get me wrong. I really didn't, but it was so, I guess, anticlimactic at moments and just overall so goofy that at times it really it made me question what type of show this wants to be. Does Taboo Tattoo want to be a serious martial arts show? Does it want to be always jokey? It kind of reminds me of Kenichi's Strongest Disciples in that manner because Kenichi only had times where there was mostly comedy, but there was only a few moments where it was actually kind of jokey, or not jokey, like serious. I mean, and honestly, that's why this reminds me so much of that. And I kind of like that, but at the same time, I have to wonder, is Taboo Tattoo kind of suffering from a identity crisis? Anyways, let's talk about what happened this episode. By the way, I do not have a lot of images to show with certain scenes. I had to put in my own images in terms of, from the episode, only because there's a lot of fan service in this, and I do not want to get hit with copyright strikes for having the fact that there's a lot of, let's just say, groping fan service and boob shots and yeah, Taboo Tattoo's strongest things. Which, by the way, someone told me in the comments for one of the reviews that the fan service was going to die out for this show. It doesn't die out. I think it gets more serious as time goes by. But anyways, let's talk about what happened this episode. So we have the guy from the group that works under the princess, and he's showing his true power. He kicks ass, this guy. I mean, he might be a psychopath, but honestly, he's a walking tank. He's able to take in bullets from everyone. They're all trying to stop him. He's just killing them left and right. Also, Schrodinger's cat, so I'm just going to say the cat, actually goes around and does the same thing in her end. Luckily, here's the thing. Sege comes in, tries to save the day, which, Sege's been trying to do a lot in the show. Kind of fails. The cat actually kicks his ass. I mean, honestly, she's super badass. He tries a few tactics on her that work for 1 second, but then don't work the next second. And luckily, Toka comes in and actually is able to push the girl away from him and give Sege enough time to kind of recuperate. And he hears an inner voice, which is probably one of the more interesting things of this episode, is apparently maybe the tattoos are able to have a presence behind them that can talk to the users, because he hears a presence telling him, why don't you just negate everything around you, not just negate the battle. Why don't you kill them? You can kill everything in front of you. And he goes, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll negate my wound instead. He negates his wounds. He goes and negates the ground, which is really cool. I actually love this image right here. Like that, it looks so badass. I mean, honestly, phew, that thing is so cool. He's able to actually beat the cat though, and she says, oh, why don't you kill me? He's like, I'm not gonna kill you. I just want to stop you from talking. But the princess comes in, saves the day. Whole slew of fan service scenes, right, by the way, right here. So that's why I'm always showing this one scene right here. But she comes in, saves the day, and teleports out with the cat in tow. And meanwhile, the other guy is getting his ass kicked now because Izzy's friend shows up, Lisa, and kicks ass. I mean, Lisa's pretty cool. I think that the term she used, return checkmate, because that was the thing that was going between Izzy and the weird guy from before. They kept saying checkmate, and then they go, it's return checkmate. Now she's going return checkmate. That was a little goofy to me, but it was funny in its own right. It was interesting. But as we see though, apparently she has a very similar power. So she uses one of those tattoo users that doesn't need a trigger, and clearly she's powerful. You can see that right there. So she has one of those spirits things behind her too. So Sege is definitely gonna have his workout out for him when he actually does run to her full strength probably. But right now she seems like she's kind of keeping distance from them, not trying to be super egotistical to them, more so just, I guess, showing that she has the power to do what she has to do, and even more so maybe following a certain set of guidelines and rules by someone in the higher ups. So I'm thinking that the princess is not the highest one of the totem pole, but probably someone above her. Anyways, Toka and Sege are out on a walk going to go to grocery shopping, and end up running into the princess, and probably one of the biggest moments of fan service comes up in a couple minutes. But Toka goes, I need to talk to her alone, and he's like, what do you mean? I need to talk to her about something. She's like, no, you go buy groceries now. I love her face. This is probably the best part of this episode for me, after the kind of the tragedies of the fights before, which were all anticlimactic. I mean, honestly, they all ended on really, I want to say stupid notes, but luckily this came in and it's made me laugh for this episode. They play a game of ping pong, And Toka loses, but it's actually a good time for Sege to actually talk to the princess and figure out some stuff that is going on with the tattoos, namely that he really should find a reason for fighting. I guess her reason is to stop fighting completely. So does that mean they're enemies? We have to wonder about that. I mean, they're killing people left and right, so they can't be good guys either. Now, the very last scene has Sege running and actually running into another tattoo user, but seemingly this guy is super powered. I mean, he has a tattoo on his tongue, but he's able to stop Sege every single blow. He's just dodging with effortless resolve. Honestly, I'm very curious about this guy. I want to know what he's up to. But overall, though, like I said, I didn't hate this episode. Don't get me wrong. I really was not a huge fan of it, mind you. The comedy was good. The fights and animation are stellar when they're done right. I mean, honestly, the animation in this show is so great. But it just felt really rushed and anticlimactic at times, and I really couldn't get behind the fights too much. They were over as soon as they started, and I mean, I know you could say that martial arts is like that in general, because I know most fights realistically are not more than a couple seconds realistically. But in this show, they build up a lot for then a nothing resolve, and I noticed that so far for every single episode. That's been an issue I've had, but I've been staying quiet about it up till now because honestly, we're in the 5th episode of the show, and it's still happening. So I'm not saying that Taboo Tattoo is bad. I'm not saying that by any means, but I'm just not digging as much as other people are. So I guess I'm gonna keep doing episodic reviews. I'm not gonna stop unless something happens and I can't do any more reviews. Something like Sweetness of Lightning, where I got a copyright strike for that. Oh no, I didn't get a copyright strike. I got a copyright claim on that, which got it blocked across the world. But yeah. Overall though, I'm still gonna keep up with the show. I mean, we're 5 episodes in. I think this is only 13 episodes. It might be longer than that. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely gonna stick around for it because I do find some humor in it. It reminds me so much, like I said earlier, of Kenichi's Strongest Disciple. So I'm definitely very digging that. So that's a good thing about the show. Anyways, guys, I want to hear your comments below. Though, tell me, do you guys agree with me? Do you like the show? Is it one of your best of the season? Do you think it's one of the worst of the season? Feel free to put in your comments below. And as always, I will talk to you later. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.